Change of plans, guys. Titans return. Titans return. The Last Night Nitro Zeus is not going to be the next review. I'm instead going to do a series of mini reviews if I have a toy that I can do a quickie on. If that makes sense to you guys. And the perfect test subject for this idea is going to be Titans Return Legends Class Cosmos. This figure was $9.99 at retail, at least where I got him. And wow. Just wow. First off, paint and sculpting is fantastic. I love this guy. I love these colors, and the cat's back here. Hello, kitty. But he could actually work a pretty good drop. Oh, of course, when he can actually be useful. Oh, wait, we can make this work. We can make this work, kitty. Kitty. Anyway, the figure is molded almost 90% out of green plastic. The only reason I can't say 100 or even 99 is because these ball joints here, this hinge here, these little parts here, this joint here, and these two thighs, well, not these two thighs, and his thighs, are all molded out of yellow plastic. And while it does make it look a little, it does make it stand out to the yellow paint here, I can greatly appreciate some as many colors as possible, because that means it makes the paint durable. You don't have to worry about scuffing it. Seriously, you can be rough in there. You ain't gonna scuff the paint off that. There is no paint. There is also one thing that I hate with the original figure that this is from, which is the Generations Cosmos. It was a Legends class figure, same as this. One thing that I hate with that figure is that the head is not molded out of red plastic. It's molded in gray plastic and painted red. This is why I got this guy, because as you can see back here, the entire head thing is molded out of red plastic. And it's got a much more nice visor, I guess, if that's the right English, than the original. And I hate how these do not lock in. The joint is fine for now. It's a little loose for my taste, but anyway. As for articulation, he's got a limited swivel at the head, and I mean limited. Because, and I can say this for sure, and I'll get into why in a minute when we get to transformation. Arms move up and down. Technically, you can use this kind of like a butterfly joint, I guess. They're on ball joints so they can rotate 360 degrees. The elbows are on ball joints so they can bend and swivel. Nothing at the wrist, and I hate these wrist designs, because when it's perfect for like the heroic pose, but unless you know there are hands back there, you don't know what he's doing. Why are you just using giant pieces of metal as your arms, Cosmos? Oh yeah, I can phrase that better. Alright, he's got a swivel here. Technically not a swivel, but later. Ball joint here at the thigh. Or no, at the hip. Ball joint at the knee, which allows for a great bend. And that's it. Overall articulation is fine. Not the best, but not the worst. Alright. Now for transformation, what you want to do is, now, this is how I do these transformations. You may do yours a completely different way. Now, to start off with, what we're going to do is we're going to fold this up here, then we bend this elbow, and then slide this pin, hold on, I'm going to do that again, slide this pin right here into that port. You're technically supposed to just click it in like that, but I've noticed that it scuffs, that it really messes up with the plastic, and it can cause some bending. So we do that again. Now what you want to do then is lift this back piece up. You use this disc joint here, bend the arms down, and there is a tab on one of them. You tab them together, and then you push this down to lock everything in place. Now that we got that part done, what you want to do is rotate that 180 degrees. Rotate his knees inwards. Hinge his legs up like that. Then what you do is you use this set of joints right here and make the front of his ship. Then what you want to do is you want to slide them, because like I said, clicking this stuff in is most likely going to break it. And I'll eventually get it. Finally. And then what you want to do is push the head in. Now, this is the biggest problem that I have before we move on. This didn't lock in, so what I did was I unscrewed these screws below this part right here, and I put some sticky tack under it, so now it stays in, not as much as I want to, but it at least doesn't flop all over the place. Now, as for the alt mode, it looks great, just like an updated version of G1 Cosmos, who always have probably one of my favorite alt modes ever, just because it's weird. He's a flying saucer UFO. Why? Why? Seriously. And as cool as these barrels are, they're actually a docking port for payload. So that's a bit unfortunate, but the bottom is not pretty to look at. Moving on. There's not really much to say about this. I like the yellow stuff is a nice callback to his old color scheme, where on the G1 toy these were actually where his legs are. Yeah, it's a solid figure. I can't say though that I'd recommend it. If you like Transformers, or not Transformers, just if you like Cosmos, you'll love this thing. However, if you're not a fan of Cosmos, then you probably want to stay away from this. Anyway, I hope this informs you guys of if you want to buy Cosmos or not. I'd say go for it if you see him in stores, but I wouldn't pay the $20 online that people are asking. So that's all. Hope you all have a wonderful day, and happy Halloween also, since I was recording this on Halloween. This may be uploaded past Halloween, I don't care. Anyway, see you guys next time.